With that, we head upstate to Jacksonville and a rainy Everbank Field, where we say hello to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. 5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
He's got his man here. It's Green. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. And time to take a look at the Jaguar defense.
Jalen Ramsey was the 5th overall pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, and he more than lived up to the hype. Many people were wondering, was he a safety? Was he a cornerback? And most leaned towards safety. Instead, Jacksonville saw him as a quarterback, and he played terrifically. All-rookie team, one of the better young corners in the league in a short amount of time.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
Yeah, he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They'll go with Foreman, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Escaping the pressure right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
They'll look to throw here on first down. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And again this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. It's their quarterback, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
This one taken just inside the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, 2nd and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. Back to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
A carry for Foreman, and he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Looking to throw. And Incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he slings one that's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
He'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd down following the run. They run again with Foreman. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Elsewhere, 2nd quarter in D.C., and the Redskins there out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Evans able to get him for a loss of about 3. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
They'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On third down, it's Woods. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. That time, a 6-play drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
To Shepard, complete over the middle. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll throw now on the final play. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation...
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 56 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Red zone opportunity.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
Let's go! White, Nandi!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Flex round! Come on, let's go!
He'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Green, 39!
They'll set up a throw. And Green with a catch left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run with Foreman. And some space here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Again, it's Foreman. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Eight yards to go here on second down. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Andrew Luck with 1 touchdown pass thus far. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
On 3rd down, it's Woods, and he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but, hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shepard. Touchdown, Houston. Sterling Shepard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Come on, let's go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll look to throw here. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. 34 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Heading out is the Texans. As they get set to take over here. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
It's complete to Brown, right side. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Bo, in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the pressure gets to him again. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Let's go! 38! Ohio!
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
It's in the fourth quarter down in Miami, and the Titans dominant. They have added to their totals in that one. Derrick Henry making the difference on the ground. He is scooting up towards 100 yards. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it.